How's everybody doing, my dudes? Here's my designated driver this morning. FYI, I need a designated driver this morning. So today's live stream, I took the kid to school. I stopped at Target to get some loofahs because the man needed a loofah so he could wash his manly parts and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, well, we have the live stream at 10:30. So as soon as I get home, I'll cook breakfast and whatever. And he's like, no, we'll just go grab something to eat so you don't have to cook and worry about the dishes. And I was like, oh, no. Such a great way to start a Friday.
If she asked multiple times, I understand.
so let me rephrase. I asked multiple times, so do you want me to cook? So do you want me to cook? So am I cooking now? Do you want me to cook? And he was like, we'll just get food. And I was like, I mean, I can cook if you want me to cook. And he was like, we'll just go. And I was like, I mean, if you insist, we'll just go. So we went to get breakfast at my favorite place in the world. Let me show you guys. This is my favorite place in the world. It's called Crackings.
Quite possibly the warmest welcome we've ever had.
Quite possibly the nicest servers, the warmest welcome. My straw is falling out. I'll explain this in a second. We walk in, it's Friday, so everybody and their mama, auntie, uncle, cousin, fourth cousin removed, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they're all coming to this area for the weekend because the weather is fantastic, right?
It's 80 degrees right now, so it says.
It's 80 degrees right now is what it says, but it feels like not 80. I drove around with the windows down, the top open this morning after I dropped off the kid. It was glorious, right? So we go into Crackings and there's like a whole slew of people outside waiting.
Unexpected.
And we're like, well, we'll just go to the bar because that's what we do. We run up to the bar, we sit there, have conversation, whatever else. Please don't run over this bicyclist. I do like the fact that Broski is wearing a reflective vest though. Way to stay safe.
PPE.
High vis PPE. So we go in and there's only one seat open at the bar. And the ladies at the front, they're like, hey, where have you been? We've missed you. We haven't seen you. And we're like, yeah, trying not to gain 4 pounds a week by eating out all the time.
I really wanted a biscuit.
Not really working. But this one really wanted a biscuit and I really didn't want to cook. So we go there. There's a line. We're looking at the bar. There's only one seat open and they're like, we'll go move people around. We'll go shuffle people. We'll tell them they got to eat faster or, get up and get out, whatever. I was like, no, we're fine. So we're standing there waiting. There's people in line in front of us, right? But I think we're the only two-seater. So then a two-top opens up. They clean that thing fast as like all get out, like the Flash. And then they're like, psst, come on. And they take us over to this two-top. The psst, come on means that we accidentally cut in front of somebody. It was not our fault. I apologize to whoever had to wait another minute.
Person parties.
There's not. So then, y'all holding this phone up is making my arm go to sleep.
2-person or like 8-person, we typically are ahead.
Yeah. So they go seat us at this two-top and all the servers there are like, ew, why are you sitting at a table? You sit at the bar. So then
all the servers came by to say hi.
All the servers came by to say hi. So then the end of the bar, kind of our favorite spot, opens up. And one of the servers, her name is Sheena. We love her. She's Jamaican.
It's like
She's
going to Cheers.
Friggin' adorable. She's like, hey, come on. These 2 spots opened up. And so we go to gather our stuff to move up to this bar.
Gather our belongings.
And at the same time, 2 people that came in right after us, I can't. You gotta wait. I've got a case on and everything. It won't fit. Hold on. He's trying to make me put this phone
This'll fit.
That's what he said.
You gotta stretch it out.
That's what she said.
Enlarge it.
Ow, it's not gonna work. This hurts.
Use your thumb.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
It does not work with the case on it.
Oh, okay.
Look, we're gonna have to continue this one over here. So anyway, we go to I'm sorry I'm moving the phone so much. We go to go to the bar, and at the same time, this younger couple, and I say younger because I feel old as dirt some days, but this younger couple starts walking up to the bar. They get to the bar.
Will you split out? Quit humming and hawing?
That's never what he said, just so you know. Our girl Sheena, she walks over to the couple that's walking up to the end of the bar and she goes, oh, no. They're moving over here. And so the girl and guy look over at me. I'm like, no, guys, if you want the bar, you take it. We'll stay over here at this table. And they're like, we don't really care. And I was like, are you sure? We're like yelling across the restaurant. And people are like, a tennis match, right? And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, no, it's fine.
They're like, we had the bar
yesterday. It's not a big deal. And I wanted to be like, well, we live here. We have the bar all the time. But I didn't want to give them too much information because then they take it back. So we get up and we go to move over to the bar. And I'm like, well, here, you can have the menus because we already know what we want to eat. That's why you don't have to wait, right? And so they took the two-top over against the wall. We got the bar.
The guy reminded me of Paul Rudd for some reason.
Paul Rudd has never had hair like that.
Really?
Never in his life. Never once has Paul Rudd had long, wavy, curly hair.
Okay, well, he reminds me of someone who looks like Paul Rudd with long, wavy, black hair.
Because he was white. Okay, got it. So, we get to the bar. We sit down.
I don't see hair.
I don't see hair color. So we sit down at the bar. We'd already ordered mimosas, right? Because Why not? This one ordered cranberry juice in his mimosa. I'm guessing he has a UTI on the way. I don't know.
I know I won't.
He's preventative maintenance on the urinary tract over here.
My pee-pee's strong.
You are the weirdest person I've ever met in my life, which is probably why this works so well for us.
We're gonna go to David's house.
Oh, go to the beach thingy down there. Go to Calhoun, hang a left, go to Calhoun, hang a right, and go to that beach down there on the left. You've never been, but it's gorgeous.
Bean?
You've never been? We're Sam Smithing it now? So listen, let me finish my freaking story. So we get to the end of the bar, we sit down, there's a gentleman next to us, he's got a Bluetooth earpiece in, and I'm like, oh, he's sophisticated. He's Bluetoothing it, whatever.
He's like, move $1 trillion from this account to the other account.
If you could just move this trillion from there to there, that'd be great. Right. Because he's Count Chocula now, I guess. I don't know. He was black, so is that racist if I say that? I just realized, holy shit, be careful how you phrase these things.
Look at Pete Davidson's lips.
when Dave Chappelle was Count Chocula, that was hilarious. What is wrong with this road? Okay, so we get to the end of the bar, right? Hi, everybody. I swear I'm not trying to jiggle you all over the place, but I can't feel my arm from holding this phone up.
Jiggle.
It's wiggle, wiggle. Not jiggle. Hang a right and then hang a left right there. So we get to the end of the bar. We order our food. So I swear if you don't stop it, I'm going to spill this all in your car.
The throttle is
he's
touchy.
Such a jackass.
It's touchy.
It is not touchy. You're just a jackass. So
it's a new map. I'm getting used to it.
Y'all, have you ever seen a murder on a live stream? You about to? So let me finish my story.
Murder your dirter.
Murder your dirter. Still one of the funniest things on SNL. Anyway, so
I just want to hang out with Kate McKinnon.
If you don't, same. She might try to scissor, but it's Kate McKinnon, so I don't know.
I'll go for it.
I don't know.
I'll give it a try. I ain't never done it before, but
anyway.
First time for everything.
You're such an idiot. I cannot feel my right shoulder. So we get to the bar, we order our food, whatever. And the couple that took over our seat, they're over there. And so we're eating, we're talking about Stephen A. Smith and his horrible pitch that he did for the Yankees. He couldn't even make the ball over the mound. I was like, oh, you poor thing. So we order our food, we're eating, we're talking, we're having YouTube discussions and whatnots, right? And I see this table behind us who's really trying very hard to figure out what the back of my shirt says. And I'm like, am I saying dumb things? Cover the back of your shirt with your hair. Well, my hair's short now.
I'm just gonna reach in here. I'm gonna roll your wrist, okay? And I just wanna.
You just. What are you gonna do with my arm? My arm is still in the seatbelt. Me lady. So listen, take something out of my hands or my lap or somewhere. Don't fall mimosa. So. Yeah, my shoulder is on.
I think it's the fact that you can feel your shoulder is why you can't feel your shoulder.
But here's the thing: in order to take the case off, I have to take the DJI microphone thing out, and then it's like a whole lot of jankiness and whatever. Okay, we're gonna have a 10 volume pause. But what if I accidentally hit the X button and I hang up? Y'all wait. Go nowhere.
Hey girl.
Don't leave. Hey girl. Hey, don't leave. Stay. They can't hear me. I'm yelling at them like they can hear me, but I've undone the microphone.
They can still hear.
Re-microphone the microphone.
We're gonna reinsert it now.
And then.
Shit.
Please don't break it.
Moist.
You're an idiot. This is not where we're doing this. Give me. I gotta walk around holding this like this. Okay, so here's what happened. So we're sitting at the end of the bar.
What happened
had our discussions. We're eating our food, and I ask our waitress. Her name is Sabrina. We love her. She's great. And I said, Sabrina, the couple that took the table for us so we could have the bar, I said, they were here yesterday. Did they order mimosas or Bloody Marys or anything? Is there anything like we could buy them a drink or coffee or something? And she goes, I don't think so. And then he's like, you know what? Screw it. Just cover the whole bill. So we were like, yeah, as a thank you, right? Cover the whole bill, right? So we cover their bill. We pay ours. We each had 2 mimosas. And at the end, I was like, hey, listen. I have a designated driver over here. I'm like, this is great. I was like, Sabrina, can I get one more to go with a straw, please? So I'm 3 mimosas in on a Friday at 10:30 a.m. That's how you know this day is going to end very well and with a nap. Oh, wait, there's children. Hold on. We don't want kids in the live stream, so we're just going to wait because we are at a park. We're going to get into the whole topic of this going to end badly thing in just a moment. It's not going to end badly for me. These mimosas are tasty. If you go down there, there's water down there. We'll go that way. I'm trying not to like cough on you guys. But anyway, so breakfast was lovely. This one ate a scramble with like eggs and beans and things.
Amazing.
There's a high possibility that he will leave during this live stream to go partake in this men's restroom over here.
Evacuate my bowels.
He doesn't hold stuff in for a very long time when beans are involved. I went the safe route. I had a breakfast sandwich with some eggs and bacon. You can't really get all messed up from that in theory. In theory, anything's possible the older you get. I want to show you guys this. Hold on, we're just gonna flip for a second. Somebody said drink water. No, you can't make me. How pretty is this?
It's salt water.
Can y'all see that? And there is a restroom, which is lovely. Lovely flag over here.
America.
But this is one of my favorite little places. I've only been over here once or twice, but I love the trees with the moss and the whatnots. I just think it's really pretty. Got a couple boats out, parasailer somewhere. So anyway,
Prestige.
So we're sitting eating breakfast, and I have my hair up in these like little baby ponytail thingies up top. Can you see? They look like little dog ears. And the right one broke while we're sitting there, so that was interesting. And the left one just broke also, so that's fun. You know what?
It just broke?
It just broke. Damn. I felt it pop. Where are we gonna set this camera?
Oh, we're supposed to look inside to see if I had some stuff in the car.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where to put the camera so you guys can see and we can see.
See what?
Where do you want to go?
There's nothing they can see. You said you wanted shade.
I want shade, but I want them to see the water. So how do we do this?
Well then.
The pier?
Maybe.
All right, we're going to the pier. Y'all walk with us. We're heading to the pier. So the live stream for this morning, as my hair starts to fall down and do really janky things over here. The live stream for this morning, so we've been doing this whole Reddit thing where we're looking at this thing called, there goes a lizard. There's this thing called, oh no, the kids are coming this way though. Hold on. Sir, walk your kids the other direction. And I'm saying that nicely because I don't want to be like, hey, don't come over here. But if you can bypass putting kids in, look, I have to hold my hair now, then that's a good idea. But I want to show you guys all the boats and stuff. Babe, can you lift this so that they can see the boats behind me? I'm trying to help you guys out. Just hold on 2 seconds. Because I've only got one hand now since my left one is broken. Oh no, my hair, it's broken. So I got to figure out how to fix this thing. Wait. Do not fall into the ocean. Now we got to do a high pony. Ow, I pulled my hair out. So anyway, we'll go back to the story.
Anyway.
Eating breakfast, finished breakfast, paid for their food. They were super excited on the way out. They're like waving, and we're waving at them across the restaurant. So of course people in the restaurant are going, what the hell is happening here? Who are these people? And we're like, nobody. We just wanted to say thank you because they did something nice for us. So we do something nice for them because I think that's how humanity should work. And I feel like humanity has forgotten that kindness matters and doing nice things for somebody. All it does is make their day better. There's no way that doing a kind thing for somebody is going to make your day worse or theirs. Just FYI. So.
Feels like a Liberty Mutual commercial.
It does. Liberty, 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 liberty. All we need is seagulls or pies, or the Statue of Liberty is obviously missing. So that's unfortunate. If you could just stand back there like you're holding up the torch, that'd be great. Hi everybody. Marvin, you are hilarious. Marvin is funny. I can't see the comments, but Marvin generally cracks me up. So this tree is really pretty. So what I want to talk to you about, can you get my iPad? Oh.
This is not going to be conducive to.
I'm going to hold the iPad. Can you hold that?
Hold
no,
this.
you hold the drink. I hold the iPad. Look, this is still my screensaver from my kid. Can y'all see that? It's the Care Bears. She's 14, but Care Bears is the way to go. So we do this thing on Reddit. We look at these different things and. The black one?
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that is nice. So we do this thing on Reddit. There's this subreddit thing called Am I the Asshole? And I've said this, but I say a-hole, but we're going to go with the whole asshole thing. It's called Am I the Asshole?
AITA.
AITA. And so he said, go find one to look at and we'll discuss it. And so I found one. Then I'm like, hey, I can understand both sides here, but I wanted to read it to you guys because I think it is interesting and I think it's funny. And I've got to find it. I had to take screenshots. It wouldn't let me send the link to myself. So I'm going to read you guys this thing. And at the end, I would like you to give me your opinion because I already know my opinion. I'll just put it to you that way. So listen, this is how it goes. It's called, Am I the Asshole for Going on Vacation Without My Husband? And immediately, my first thought is like, yes, obviously. And then my second thought is, no, obviously not. And I don't really know what to think until I read this. It says, my husband, a 32-year-old male, and I, a 29-year-old female, planned a week vacation to New Orleans, in the U.S.
New Orleans.
They got some loud music on that boat. Can you hear it? The bass. It says, we, but mostly I, have been planning this for months. Back in March, I told him I would plan most of it, where to go, what to do. All he has to do is make sure he had the week off and buy the plane tickets. Oh, no, you're perfectly fine. Hi. Her hair's cute. I like her hair. The kids that we were talking about, they just did a little walk by. So it says here, back in March, I told him I would plan most of it, where to go, what to do. All he has to do, ladies, all he has to do is make sure he has the week off and buy the plane tickets. Two of the simplest things in the world.
All he has to do is arrive.
All you have to do is be there and buy plane tickets. Literally, the wife is going to do everything else.
I know what story this is.
You don't know what story this is.
I know what story this is.
You don't know. So it says here, I spent the last few months researching what to do. I booked the hotel room, made reservations at places we wanted to try, and made a list of all the sites I wanted to see. Every few weeks, I would check in with my husband to see if he had asked off and bought the tickets yet. He would say he was waiting for the plane ticket prices to go down. Sounds familiar over here. 3 weeks ago, I reminded him again, and he said he had got off work for the days, but had forgotten to get the tickets. He looked online, and the tickets were close to $1,500 a ticket. That's a round trip from wherever they were to New Orleans and back, right? He said he was going to wait some more to see if they would go down, because that's generally helpful, waiting till the last second. Last week, I asked if he had bought them yet, and he said no. We looked again, and the prices were still high. He said he wasn't willing to spend that much on them and asked how much money I would lose if I just canceled everything instead. Ladies, I know y'all are thinking the same thing I am. I told him I was not willing to cancel everything because I spent so much time planning it. We argued and we didn't come to a conclusion. I wound up buying just one ticket for myself, and when I flew out Saturday, I told him I was still going, and he acted all surprised that I didn't want to stay home with him. Oh no, I missed a part. He offered a nice staycation instead. Yeah, he was like, I know you've done all this work and planned all this stuff and booked all these things, but how about we just stay home in our house that we're in all the time instead? So she got her tickets. She goes, I told him I was still going. He acted all surprised that I didn't want to stay home with him. I am in New Orleans now, and he is blowing up my phone saying that I am an asshole for still going without him. He was trying to get a ticket to come too, but I told him if he came, he is getting his own hotel room at this point because this is now my vacation away from him. Am I the asshole? No, ma'am, you are not. Just so you're fully aware, if you have the kind of spouse who waits till the last second to do just the one minimum bare thing you asked him to do, and you have done all this work, you deserve your vacation, girl.
But it's almost like she knew he wouldn't. So why would she bestow that upon him?
No, it's not like she knew he wouldn't. It was like she knew that she wanted to plan everything. That's how I think about it. She wanted to plan the stuff.
She ended up buying her own ticket. She ended up buying her own ticket. She could have bought 2 tickets.
No.
She could have bought 2 tickets.
Nope.
I'm just saying she could have.
She could have, but I wouldn't have done it either. And that's where this could end badly, because I wouldn't have done it either. If you and I are in the exact same situation,
you talking shit. You talking shit, because you know good and damn well you wouldn't go out. You're like,
you don't like New Orleans anyway. I would have gone without you. I'd been like,
I can't sit here knowing you're cleaning the bathroom and I'm not like, you wouldn't go.
Okay, that's true. But that's not the point.
You ain't got a hair on your ass.
Not anymore. I did a nice little lawn maintenance this morning. TMI. So the thing is, I want to read these comments from people, but I don't know where I'm at. So the thing is, I don't think she's an asshole personally.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out.
You're everywhere.
Your mom is everywhere. Stop. I'm trying to figure out where I am. Here, your channel, okay, and then here, and now I can see the comments. In the volume. Hold on. Indian. So I think that because she did all that work,
you're on Top Chat.
Your mom's on Top Chat.
I'm just saying.
Y'all, you see how he micromanages? He doesn't. I'm just kidding. He helps me immensely, because without him, I wouldn't know what was happening. Okay, so let's just look. This woman is 100% right. Soul Surfer gets it. She belongs with a... Wait, I lost it. Where'd it go? She belongs... Dang it! Hold on, it updated, and I don't know where the heck your comment went. Hold on. I'm going to find it again. Sharing is caring. Limu Emu. Oh, yeah. Limu Emu. I forgot about that one.
And Doug.
And Doug. I just bought about 40 vintage Care Bears. Oh my gosh, do you have Sunshine Bear? I used to have a Sunshine Bear when I was little, and I lost him when we moved from South Carolina to Georgia, and I don't think I've ever been more heartbroken in my entire life. Nope, probably not. Maybe in a TV show or two, but that's about it. Leave him at home. Crazy D Entertainment said leave him at home. Let's see. One ticket is cheaper. Dragon's got it. Sounds like he didn't want to go, not just raps. See? Sounds like he didn't want to go. He was like you. He's like, I got food poisoning in New Orleans. I don't want to go there. You go by yourself. His fault, not hers.
Terrible place.
So, not the asshole. See? Everybody agrees. I would leave fast. I'm 9 years and 3 kids deep, and mine is delirious and makes expensive purchases without my opinion, and now I have to get food bank food to feed my kids. It's sad men are stupid. Oh, He needs a in the middle of deep sleep nut punch, in my opinion.
Men are stupid? Comment said men are stupid?
Yeah.
So this is a generalization of all men?
Yeah.
Because he didn't buy a ticket?
Yeah. No, they're basing a generalization on their spouse. I don't think all men are stupid. I think there's a good amount of men that are stupid, but I also think there's a good amount of women who are just as dumb. So there's that. This makes my head hurt. Third party BS. She belongs with a different spouse. I don't think she belongs with a different spouse.
She belongs to the streets.
To the streets. The Nolan streets. He didn't want to go in the first place is what some people are saying. It was good until she said he'd have to get his own hotel and stay separated. See, Patty, that was the only issue I had as well. Look, there's the sun. Hold on, I'm trying to stay in the shade. There we go. That was the only issue I had as well. But I think at that point, she was petty with it because he waited, didn't buy a ticket, but now that she's by herself, having fun, enjoying the things that she planned for them, now he's like, oh, I'll buy a ticket now. Now I'll buy a ticket. Well, why didn't you buy the ticket before?
She's like, I left you 3 Hungry Man dinners in the freezer. Fend for yourself. Tom.
Yeah. If someone doesn't do something in the first place.
Does he have a name?
No.
Does she have a name?
No.
We need to give him names.
Douche and non-douche.
No.
No.
Her name is?
Her name is Katie. She feels like a Katie.
Janice.
Ah, Janice.
We're going to go with Janice.
We're going to go with Janice. No, Janice wouldn't have planned the whole thing by herself. Janice would have been like more dominant and you're going to do this right now. I think Katie would have been more, well,
Emily.
Emily? No, because Emily from Gilmore Girls, she's very aggressive, so we can't go with that one either. She could be Lorelai. We'll call her Lorelai.
Barbara?
No, I don't think Barbara works either. Barbara was a first lady, so I feel like to be a first lady at some point, you have to have a little gumption, a little cojones.
How about Rachel?
Ah, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, her name is Rachel. His name is literally any man name you want to give it. No, Rachel and Chandler never go together. Rachel has never been with Chandler.
Joey. No, what's the other guy's name?
No, Joey would actually work. Because Joey would have waited to the last second to buy his tickets and then be like, oh, what the hell, right? Okay, so we got Rachel and Joey here. So Rachel decided she did all this work. She's still going on this vacation. Joey can kick rocks. And then Joey said, well, I know I didn't do the bare minimum that was required of me and expected of me and that I was reminded about numerous times like I'm a child and I still didn't get it done because I'm a child.
He was being responsible trying to find the lowest fare.
No, that's not it. No, I think that's it.
Although Bing will tell you when the price is the cheapest for airline tickets.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
Or he didn't want to fly because it was Spirit and he knew that September 23rd was the big day.
Marvin says, we know what we know. Natacho says, I bet he'll do it next time without procrastination. Kudos to his wife. And then, time traveler's obviously a guy because they say kick her to the curb.
What happens when she comes back? He goes, well, how was it? She goes, well, I got to New Orleans. I checked in the hotel, yada, yada, yada. I'm really tired.
You never yada, yada, yada through anything.
I can't walk good.
No. I haven't been on film my butthole in days. You can't yada yada through a solo vacation because you all know what that means. Let's see. Somebody said we should name him Steve, but I like Rachel and Joey. That works for me. Men know what they need to do. They don't need to be reminded every 6 months. That's what Marvin said. No, just every 4 days. I hear the jet, but I don't see it. Where is it? Yeah, up there in the clouds, huh? Sorry, I don't mean to turn my back on you, but we're trying to figure out where the jet is. Y'all hear it?
Supersonic.
Yeah. So there's that. So that's the thing. Like, I've never taken a girls' trip. I guess the only one I've really taken was the bridesmaids, the bridal party. When we first got together, my friend was getting married, and I was in the wedding, so we had the bachelorette
my
party.
friend was getting married, but are y'all still friends?
Nope. We're not still friends. Okay, it's very sunny and hot over there, so we're just gonna move a smidge over here. Okay, hope you don't mind. Thank you. So I don't think she's an a-hole, personally. I think they both need to have a discussion, but I don't think she's an a-hole. I know you guys can't see me now because
hang on. Let's really analyze this. What if the tables would turn? And you know good and damn well, he's like, I'm gonna go on vacation by myself. He would have been the a-hole.
Oh yeah, he would have been the a-hole.
So it doesn't work. It doesn't work the same. Like,
no,
everything is exactly the same, but she didn't buy the tickets, he did everything else. Then he would be the a-hole because he left the wife behind. So
I'm glad you understand this.
This is not.
I didn't say it made sense. I didn't say any of it made sense. I didn't say any of it was fair. I just told you how it was. I'm glad you understand though. try to leave me and go on vacation without me. Oh, sir. Oh, sir. It will not end well for anybody. Just so you're fully aware. Bad things will happen across the board.
So I can't
go
backpacking across Europe for 2 weeks?
We've really got to watch Old School. I'm just saying.
They didn't go backpacking across Europe in Old School.
But that was from Old School.
No, it wasn't.
What the hell is it from?
I don't know. It wasn't from that one.
Oh, no, that's actually the Joey story that Joey used as a pickup line. And he told it to Rachel. No, Ross told it to Rachel. That was it. Joey told the story.
Ross told Rachel that Joey went backpacking?
No, Rachel told it to Ross.
Rachel told Ross that Joey went backpacking?
No, so there's this hookup story, and Joey was like, this works every time. And he starts talking about backpacking through Europe, and he tells it to Rachel. And Rachel is sitting on a couch in Joey's apartment with Ross, and she is trying to play this tape for everybody, saying that Ross put the moves on her, but then she starts this story of backpacking through Europe. And at that point, everybody in the room was like, because they knew that she actually hit on him. I remember that episode. That was a really good episode. Anyway, Carol said some need to thumbs up here. I agree. I don't know who thumbs up, but it says there's 231 people watching it. We only have 101 thumbs up. I'm going to need, 249. I'm going to need all of y'all to hit a thumbs up. I've never had a equal amount of thumbs up to viewers, and that would just be interesting to have. So if you all could,
backpacking through the
you can go back later and thumbs down if you decide at the end that you don't really like it. But
no jumping.
If you could just do it one time so I could see the numbers match, that would be great. Now Nadine says, see, Carly got it. She goes, no, Rachel told it to Ross. I fixed it. I knew it. Nadine says, my husband has gone to the beach for a few nights without me. I'm good with it. I go to the same house with my girlfriends at least once a year. Now that's different though. So if I were going out on girls' weekends or whatever, which I've literally never had, I had one, and that was a bachelorette party and her mom was there. So I don't really think that counts. I've never had a girls' weekend with female friends. Our kid and I say my in these situations, but she and I had a girls' weekend, but I was still a mom the whole time. So it doesn't really count. You've had numerous guys only trips, but before us. Oh, nope, you've had a few since us also, but they were work related, so I don't know if that really...
Dude's night out!
You still went and like hung out and did things, so it still counts, I think.
I got a little baby catamaran.
That is so cute. That is adorable. I want to be on a baby catamaran, except for I don't know how to sail anything, so we'd just be sitting there hoping somebody come save us. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Let's see. She has the bear. You give the address to the lady with the bears. I don't know what's happening anymore. I lost it. I think they were both assholes in the situation. Hey, you deleted it. I was going to approve that comment.
I didn't delete it.
No, somebody did. The person who wrote it deleted it. I think they both were. I think that him waiting till the last second and then asking her to stay home instead was crappy. And I do think that her leaving without him was also kind of crappy, but I can understand the frustration and the fed upness. And I'm going to assume, based off the story, that maybe he is the kind of guy who does not follow through with things that he should follow through with, which is why she only gave him one task. Well, two. Ask for time off, which he has to do for himself, and get plane tickets. It's one of the simplest things to do. She booked the hotel. She booked all the excursions. She looked up all the restaurants. She figured everything else out. Literally all he had to do was buy plane tickets, and he couldn't do it. So I got issues with that personally.
I know that boat is fast, but I also know that boat has no shade. It's like a 4-seater. It's not super comfortable. Like, why would I want this boat? I
am not a blonde, J87 Waldo. No, I read the comment, but I don't know what, I mean, I know you're talking about the Care Bears, but...
Why would you want that boat?
The Care Bear person has a Funshine Bear for you. Oh, see, I missed that part. See, J87 Waldo, I missed that part. Why would you want that boat?
That boat's probably like at least $3 million.
I'd rather have a house than a boat for that much money.
And there's no shade, few seats. It's not super usable, but it's fast.
Well, you know how boys and toys, they like to go fast. So I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm going to go back through the live chat later and figure out what's happening, just so we're all fully aware. See, there you go. That's why I was trying to point out, Silly Girl. Thank you. Solution, stay single. Cindy, that does work for a lot of people. The stay single thing does work. Marvin says procrastination is a skill, and I do believe it. The downside to that skill is then you also learn what anxiety and panic attacks feel like, thanks to procrastination. They go hand in hand. S. Glenn 704 says, I agree with you, Michelle. He probably had a reputation of being rather slack. That's what I was thinking, too. It's like, you learn over time what you can rely on people for and what you can't rely on them for. And obviously she could only rely on him to ask for time off. She couldn't even rely on him for plane tickets, which I think is kind of awful. So I don't think she's an asshole for going on a vacation without him. I think he's an a-hole for not doing his one small part he was supposed to do. And then once she left without him, then he was willing to do his small part for himself, but not for both of them. I think that's an issue. Her going without him, I don't think is an issue. But when she said, well, if you come here, you have to get your own hotel room, I think that part's an issue, because then all that does is keep the fight going, create this weird divide, and set a precedence for like their relationship. If she had said, okay, fine, you buy a ticket, you come here, we'll call it even, and you know, come to the room, we'll still do the things that I had planned. And she can be a little pissy, a little miffed off if she wants at the fact that he showed up late, but she also then has to give him a baby smidge of credit for showing up at all, even though he only showed up because she went. So I don't know. That's a hard one for me, so I don't know. And you're not really chiming in? Probably because I don't shut up.
They said MTI boats are anywhere from 224,000 to 2.49998 million.
So not 3 million, you were wrong.
But here's the other thing.
But after tax, you're over 3 million.
This is like one of those situations where it's like, all right, he was going to do it, right? And she'll be like, okay, well, fine, go if you want. Go if you want to. And he's like, well, you said I could go. Then he goes, and it's like, oh, hell, all hell's break loose. Mm-hmm. So when she comes home, does he get to break loose hell on her ass? Does he get to break loose hell on her? Do you hear that sentence? All hell breaks loose. So he gets to break loose. You know what I mean. I know what you mean. Break hell. Because we've been together long enough. I know exactly what you mean. Loose hell, break ass. How do we live in that house right there? Squat. You want to start? We can go right now. I'll knock. If nobody answers, I'm taking over that back deck. That's what I'm saying. You can't get rid of squatters. It's a thing. We have rights. It's Florida, though. Oh, that's true. Different rights in Florida. Let's see. What does this one say? She isn't the asshole. He'd probably be divorced. My girlfriend gets mad at me because shade. We're not in the shade. I go an hour away from where I live to see my sons. Oh, well, you need to find some shade? No, I'm okay. I just can't really see anything because we're in the sun. And this armpit's a little sweaty because it's in the sun. Huh. And the lighting's a little awful because we're in the sun. Hi, how's it going? You guys good? Show them the house I want to squat in. That sounds gross. You know what I mean? I've never changed the camera during a live stream. I always just turn the phone around. There you go. Squatter's Paradise. Squatter's Paradise right there. Let's see. Look, the watching and the likes still don't match. I guess Squatter's Paradise and the condo she would want to buy. Oh, yes. I want to live there. That is 5 Moreno Point. I want to live there because Crab Island is right there, and you get to sit out on your balcony and watch the boats all day long. And I don't know what's better than that. I literally don't know what's better than that. I'm trying to think. Probably going to New Orleans by yourself. No, I'd rather go to Disney by myself. There's no Disney in New Orleans. Exactly. And quit saying New Orleans, you small weirdo. Don't say New Orleans. But I'd like to give a huge shout out to Sabrina for topping off my mimosa before we left and then giving me a straw. She's the best. She's the best around. I had something else I wanted to tell you guys, and I don't remember what it was. Do you remember? Was it that I stand like a Karen? No, I said that already. I Stephen A. Smithed already. Talked about the people at the bar. Coyote Ugly? Yes. So, our girl Sabrina, the bartender at Crackings that we like so much, we asked her if she has a second job because so many servers, what are you doing? So many servers at places have 2 jobs because when it dies down, or especially because Crackings is like a 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. kind of thing, Tuesday through Sunday, you got to have something else to do in life, especially when the tourist season is over. Wednesday through Sunday. Monday. Tuesday through Sunday. They're only closed on Monday. So you got to have something else to do from after tourist season is over, because that 7 or 6 a.m. to 2 is great during tourist season. You're going to make a ton of money. But after it dies down and you're relying on locals again, you're not going to make as much. So a lot of servers and people here in this area have 2, sometimes 3 jobs. So we asked her, where's your second job? And she manages Coyote Ugly. And I told him, I was like, man, I miss waiting tables. I used to work at a bar for a couple months when I was working 3 jobs trying to get everything together, make sure we had money for all kinds of stuff. Like, we were working our butts off. I had 3 jobs. I slept maybe 2 hours a week. And I remember that it was fun. I liked the music and the crowds and whatnot. But I was like, I'll go work at Coyote Ugly one night a week. Shits and giggles and tips, obviously. But that could be so much fun. But we've never been to Coyote Ugly. He's been in New York. You said New York?
New York, New York.
New York, New York.
Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Oh, that made way more sense. I was so confused. I'm like, when did you go with Randy to New York? Vegas makes way more sense. So our moms are coming down the 19th through the 24th. And I'm like, we're taking an adult night. They're going to babysit whether they know it or not.
I guarantee when we walk in, they're going to be playing Bon Jovi.
I hope so. I love Bon Jovi.
Guarantee it.
I love Bon Jovi. At Coyote Ugly?
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably a little bit of Stairway to Heaven.
Or Pussycat Dolls.
Oh, yeah. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? And then they're going to be dancing on the bar and they're going to have like a choreographed thing. And I was like, I will wait tables and I will sell shots and I'll do those little whatevers, but don't ask me to dance. They will ask for their money back immediately. So we're not going to do that. So when the moms come, we're going to take a date night. And there's a couple places we like to go. We went to this place called Harbor Tavern one time. It's an outdoor bar with live music and it was so much fun. And now I want to try Coyote Ugly since we've never been the whole time we've been here, because you can't really take a 14-year-old to Coyote Ugly. I also don't want her thinking that that's where she needs to work when she hits 16 or 18 is Coyote Ugly. You know what I mean?
It's like you get a work permit. Like, where you going to work? Coyote Ugly. It's like,
I don't know how it's gonna work. So we're gonna try that and see how it worked out. Let's see. I've been a couple times. Dancing on the bar is a blast. I want to do that.
let's find some shake.
Maria says you are definitely my long lost little sister. Hey, thanks. Little. Wait, Maria, how old are you? I'm 41. You have to be older than me for me to be your little sister. Don't step in. It looks like somebody dropped a potato.
Little.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's some innards.
Or some innards. Okay. Potato innards.
Prime rib biscuit.
Prime rib biscuit. Hi, everyone. Kimmy D says, hi, everyone. Gail says, just don't fall asleep or eat so you fall asleep. I don't know what that means. I'm missing stuff. That's the downside to not being able to read these while we go.
You fall asleep at Coyote Ugly.
Oh, yes. I've only seen the movie Coyote Ugly, so I don't really know what the bar is actually like. I imagine it like the movie, and so it's like a romantic comedy. And that's what Coyote Ugly is. That's how I see it.
It's 80 degrees cooler right here.
No, Crazy D said, unless she is taller than you, then I can be her little sister. I got it. That makes sense. Look how pretty that palm tree is. That's like the most perfect palm tree in the history of palm
Yeah, y'all
trees.
see that? It's pretty.
Turn the camera around.
Whatcha?
All right, so here's a dog that belongs to what? Because that's somebody's personal boat.
This is the park.
Yes, but that's...
Oh, they're talking about this one right here.
No, that dock, where does it go to? Because this is so many lizards over here. That's not a personal house. That's a personal house, though. I'm going to go squat in that one, I'm telling you.
Maybe somebody owns this land.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They built a dock.
Because they're doing work on this land right here, so maybe that's why. But down here is where I would love to be, because anything down here, this is considered old Destin. So there's not neighborhoods, it's individual houses on a street, right? And most of them are from the 70s, the 80s, some of the 90s.
Vintage.
But you can walk across the street and you're in the bay. There's the pirate boat out there. And there's nothing better than this. The only place better than this is the lake at Grand Teton. I don't even know what that lake is. It's the only place that I would say, if you said, hey, let's move, I'd go, okay, I'll lift up from here and go there. Any other place? I don't want to do it. Unless, like, gun to my head, have to do it kind of thing.
I don't know what the lake is called either.
Maria, you're 4'8". Oh, I'm 5'6", so you're my little sister then. Haha. Pam says, Kevin's always cracking me up. Welcome to my life. There have been times where P has escaped once or twice in the laughing.
Oh, she was rushing yesterday. It's called Jenny Lake.
It's called Jenny Lake? I was rushing yesterday.
After sushi.
Oh, I had to
Like,
pee
you
so
did
bad.
not want to have a conversation at all. And she was just like...
You kept trying to slow walk and talk to me. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Can you not see?
I think rushing makes it worse. I
My hands
wanted
were
to have a
full.
steady flow. And
No.
you were like...
My
I think
hands were
rushing,
full.
I think
I couldn't
rushing is
do
like running
anything.
through the rain. You don't not get as wet. You just get wetter faster.
That's what she said. But I had to pee so bad, and you wanted to slow sloth walk and have this conversation.
Because your
expected
body,
my brain to work.
Your body knows when you get closer to the toilet, and then it starts to release.
I've never released before the toilet, just so you fully are aware. I've never left a trail
your body,
to the toilet.
like if you gotta go and you get close to the toilet, your body knows you're there and game over.
Well, it's like you don't realize you're hungry until you smell food or order your food, and then your stomach loses its mind.
Button your fly jeans if you have a bathroom emergency.
Oh look, Kim gifted 5 Squirrel Tribe memberships. That is awesome. So I do want to mention to everybody, just so you know, so the gifted memberships I think are only good for a month. So if you want to stay in the membership, you then have to sign up. But for a month, you get whatever gets put up for members. And then you also get that little fun Squirrel Tribe logo next to your name when you comment and stuff. And then I will be doing a Squirrel Tribe member only live stream at some point. Just literally, you would think that by now I would figure out how to manage my time. It has not happened. So Kim gifted 5. So we got Leisha Mabe, Kitty Gonzalez, Holly B, The Desert Rose. So that's 4. It does this every time. I think the 5th person isn't here, so it doesn't do it. I think they don't get it until the 5th person shows up. I think that's what we figured out last time. Huh. And it says it's raining new memberships today. I love that. That's so awesome. Jeff says, I ride my Wave Runner on Big Lake, Michigan. Is Lake Michigan the one that's in Chicago? I know it's a different state, but what lake is that? I thought it was Lake Michigan is what's Chicago is like around, because it's not Lake Illinois. Does anybody know the answer to that? Because I don't know the answer. I think it's Lake Michigan. Let's see, wait till you're older, you'll leave a trail. No, I know that. If I sneeze too hard, this is why I told you guys before, guys, this might be too much. I told you guys before, I have so much invested in panty liners, it's absolutely ridiculous. So it is Lake Michigan, I was right. I was right. So my kid yesterday, this is way TMI, but we're gonna have this conversation anyway because it's mostly females in here, and you guys, you either have wives or kids, maybe you'll understand. So my kid, she wore these bright blue leggings for school. They had like neon day. And she asked me, she's like, can you do like a check? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, can you do a check? And I'm thinking like period stuff. She's
Discount double check?
She's like, can you do a camel toe check? And I'm like, kid, you can't. And I was like, but this is why you wear panty liners. And I think a lot of people don't understand that because Khloe Kardashian doesn't wear them. I'm like, if you could invest a little bit of money, you would quit walking around looking like a big old moose. But she doesn't do it. But panty liners give you that buffer. No offense, Big Moose. Tiffany, if you're in here. That gives you that little buffer so you don't have that visual of whatever. And I'm like, it's never too soon or too late, ladies, to throw a panty liner into your undies. I'm just saying, that is all. I know it's TMI, but hey, welcome to Squirrel Tribe 2.0, where that's what we do. What else we got? I was late listening at 1.5 speed. Oh, Gene. You're what's the right word here? What's the right word? Courageous.
Oh,
me at 1.5 speed, I can barely do me at regular speed.
If you're trying to court a suitor, then maybe revealing a little bit of toe, maybe.
So Sarah says, I see that a lot at Planet Fitness with the young ones. That's a thing though. Like the younger girls, for some reason, they think that dividing your butt crack and dividing your front crack is the way to catch a guy. The butt crack thing makes sense. The front one.
Actually, no, it makes a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense.
It makes perfect sense. It is somewhat of a confirmation that you are who you say
that you are a female, is what you're trying to say. Yeah. All right, what did Marvin say that y'all laughed at? Duct tape doesn't shift around. No, but it also hurts when you try to remove it. I'm not saying I know, but I'm just saying. It's not a good idea. Sarah, every nook and cranny. Basically, you need to cover all the nook and crannies. Perfect sense, I agree. Crazy D gets it. Oh, Irish Iris, hot dang, I missed another one. I don't know why you're not getting the notifications, ma'am. Let's see what else we got. We need some Gen X establishments. What does that mean? What do you mean by that, LZ? Gen X establishments? Meaning non-Planet Fitnesses with little baby camel toes running around? You mean?
I'm not going to say that.
Like depends?
I'm not going to say that.
What?
A little bit. No,
oh, yeah, no. That's the wrong phrasing, but you know what I mean. Ew, yeah, I know how it sounds. Retract. Take it back. I know how that sounds, so take that one back immediately. Let's see. What happened here? So did the 5th one go to Stephanie? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so there's number 5. That's why it didn't show, because she's in here. There we go. So Stephanie, that is awesome that you got gifted the membership by Kim. I love that, because you're always in the live chats. Your daughter got gifted one couple days ago. I don't remember who gifted it that she got. So that's really cool. So now mom and daughter have memberships. LZ Latchkey Kid. I was a Latchkey kid also. Latchkey is when you go home, like on the bus or whatever, and you go home by yourself, right? With a key and you get in. That's Latchkey. Because if so, then yeah, I'm a Latchkey kid. What do you got? You're not even in this, broski.
I got distracted.
Well, be undistracted. You got to end everything with
Somebody left me a message and said that
Get
Clayton
in the
Morris.
live stream.
They said Clayton Morris moved to Portugal.
No, he didn't.
They said it's easy for him to say these things about America because he moved to Portugal. So I just do a quick search, and it's like
Clayton Morris lives in Delaware. I don't know where he lives.
Clayton Morris, who previously resided in a $1.4 million home in New Jersey, has moved with his family to a coastal resort town in Portugal.
Oh.
Former Fox and Friends host Clayton Morris moves to Portugal amid legal battle over fraud accusations.
Oh, well. Oh, well. That's a little different.
My Morris Invest nightmare is now finished. Huh.
Jacqueline Turner, I sent you a special picture to your email. Jacqueline? What kind of special picture? Because I don't open those kind of special pictures unless they're from him. But he hasn't sent me one in a while, so I'm a little salty over here. But I know somebody sent me a special picture of Bill Gates, which was interesting. Let's see what else we got. Andrea, I'm guessing you're late because she said, shit, here. I'm guessing that means you're late, but now you're here. Irish, me missing the live was my fault this time. All right, well, hey, at least you take accountability. Not many people do. Magdalena, hey y'all, how long have y'all been live? Last time I missed a lot. It's cool to catch another live. Oh, we've been live for...
This live is gonna,
I don't know.
This live is going to continue for the next 7 hours.
I thought about doing that. Like, how long could I go live?
You're not gonna go 7.
But we'd have to go to the bathroom together because I can't hold it for 7 hours. And that would immediately demonetize my live when there's peeing in the background.
It may remonetize. Like, you may get
I don't want those people.
You may get
I don't
extra
want those
buy
people.
you a coffees.
Nope.
I bought you more coffee so
good.
you could go more bathroom.
Oh, wait, whose birthday is it? Today's my youngest son's 43rd birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your youngest son. I don't know his name. You didn't say his name, but happy birthday to him. Jules, it's been 45 minutes. Listen, I will do this all damn day. As long as there's at least one person in here, I will keep talking. I never run out of stuff to say. Ask him. He's dealt with this for over 15 years. He knows. Everyone pees in the background. Everyone pees in the ocean and in the pool, too. It doesn't mean it's okay. I'm just saying. Somebody goes, you just say you'll be right back. But then I have to remember to take the microphone off. And that's where the problem will come in. Because I will forget, and you'll hear me in there, and you're just... Because you just never know. That's why in the mornings when I get up, I don't use our bathroom in our room. I go use my kids' bathroom because, ladies, you hold it all night long. There's the possibility. Guys don't have to worry about this. This is way off topic. But guys don't have to worry about this. When you go use the bathroom, gentlemen, hold on, I'll read that in a second. You're holding your junk. Your butthole isn't exposed to anything. Girls, you sit down to pee, everything. It feels like everything just wants to let go of whatever. And so if you've been holding in a little gaseous whatever all night long, it's going to come out first thing in the morning. You can't stop it. Therefore, I don't use our bathroom in the morning. I go to my kids' bathroom on the other side of the apartment just in case there's a little and he don't hear it. And that's what matters. And that's how we keep our marriage alive and sex happening. What
Don't read this comment out loud.
Which one? Not the top one, because that one's fine. What the? Ooh, what? And why is it on that video? And what? Meth. That's all it is. That's meth. That's meth and writing. Just so you know, y'all, the comments that we get sometimes.
We had to put those on Patreon. We had to put them on Patreon. Because
my brain can't figure out. I'm like, I don't know if you are trying to say something different or if this is what you meant to say. And if this is what you meant to say, how long have you been doing meth?
Some viewers have received some blunt force trauma before they commented.
It just does not make sense at all. Let's see. LOL meth. See, Irish, you just know. Paula said, then it will be a real live stream. Get it? Live stream? Mm-hmm. Stream? P? We can tell how well you wash your hands. Yeah, because this one here went to the bathroom at the beginning of a live stream that I didn't know about. I didn't know he was in there holding his junk and taking the whatever.
Look, Mom, no hands.
And then you're like that little elephant that just swirls his trunk around. No? Okay. So, but then he washed his hands. He was like a 2-minute hand washer, which is lovely because I'm sure you touched me at some point after that. It's hard to produce inflection in print. What?
Marvin? And maybe that's the meth
I think
comment.
that's an Eminem lyric. What's a little bit of seminal fluid between you and a friend? Yeah.
What kind of friend?
From the
though?
Slim Shady LP.
Yeah. But what kind of friend? Because that makes a difference. Is it your homie or your girl?
Ken Kenneth from Connecticut.
Oh, yeah. I remember those. You are easily misunderstood in print. That's true, Marvin. I will read everything in whatever mood I am in.
I'm misunderstood in video, so.
Accurate. Well, what if they're reading you in print and they're not listening to you? Because I don't listen to video.
I guarantee you ain't nobody listening to me. I promise you that.
I mean, I listen to you.
No, my videos. You don't watch my videos.
No, I don't watch your videos.
And you're better for it.
LOL to funny, swirl his stuff around. So there was this thing on Instagram that I saw, and it was this lady. She's walking out of her bedroom, and she's putting her hair up in a ponytail, and she's like walking, and she goes, me, when my husband gets out of the shower, and she's looking, and her husband it's supposed to be her husband getting out of the shower, but it's really a baby elephant, and he's swirling his trunk around, and then it shows her reaction, which is kind of like a, hey, how's it going, or whatever, which is funny. I don't know if I've ever seen you do that. Now I'm kind of curious on how that would work. I know what we're doing after the live stream. I'm just gonna say elephant, and then you should know. And
so I just perform on command.
but if you take off into the sky from your little trunk swirl, I'm just gonna say, that's just funny. Anyway, public restrooms are the worst. Yes, I don't know what we're talking about. One time I walked into a truck stop restroom and a man walked out before me without washing and said I didn't touch anything. Oh, no, I don't know how to hold my thoughts to myself. I don't know if y'all have met me before, but I don't know how to
don't
not
use the bathroom
say what's exactly on my mind.
West Glacier National Park. It's just a hole in the ground.
It's just a hole in the ground. It's terrifying. You think that something down there is going to jump up. I mean, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What if you were some small kid who went to go sit on this thing on the toilet and you fell in? You would literally fall stories into just a crevice of doo-doo. It is terrifying. It is what nightmares are made of. It was terrifying.
Very, very.
What the hell was I saying?
Truck stop, don't touch nothing.
Oh, so I went to the bathroom and there was a lady in the stall next to me. And she wasn't in the handicap stall, you know, the one that has the hand washing sink and the whatnots. She's in a regular ass stall just like I was. We both come out of the stall at the same time. I walk over to the sink and I turn on the water and wash my hands. She walks past the mirror, looks at herself and keeps walking, and my brain said something and I didn't realize my mouth did out loud. I went, ew.
Maybe she washed her hands first.
How does that help anything?
She still washed them?
I've seen people wash their hands before they use the bathroom and then after. I'm okay with the double wash. I'm not okay with the no wash. There's an issue there because ladies, we wipe. Well, not everybody, y'all. When we were younger, I always wondered if you, anyway, not the point of this. So there was this girl that used to be on motorcycles with all of us, like way, way, way back in the day. And she always wore skirts and she never wore underwear. And I'm like, well, that's disgusting.
It's not I've always wondered. You've always wondered. I always give you the answer. And you continuously say, I've always wondered.
Yeah, because I still wonder. So we went to the bathroom one time. We stopped at a truck or a rest stop or whatever. We went to the bathroom and she walks into the stall next to me and she peed like a racehorse. Like it was like that heavy, like somebody poured a pitcher of water into the toilet. And then she flushed and left. She didn't wipe anything. And I'm like, ma'am. There's no way some of that is not running down the inside of your right thigh and it's about to end up on the back of your boyfriend's motorcycle. And then that's just, that's so gross to me. I don't know what to do with myself. I know that's TMI, but I don't know what to do with myself. So there's that. Front to back. If you know, you know. Never back to front. Horrible, horrible idea. Marvin goes, I know where my junk has been, but I still wash my hands. See? That's the point. You still gotta wash your hands. It doesn't really matter.
You watch
can't
me
air
wash
dry
my
as
hands.
a female. As a female, you cannot air dry. If you miss one little drop, that shit's gonna run down your thigh. It's gonna run down your butt crack. It's gonna run down somewhere because, ladies, when you pee, especially if you happen to be Brazilian, that stuff goes everywhere. You can't funnel it down while you play hovercraft if you have nothing for it to hit to funnel. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Ladies
why
know what I'm saying.
you gotta put pressure behind it. Shoot it out.
But she would never wipe and she never wore underwear. And I was like, you're not allowed in my car, on my sofa, anywhere at all. Please don't ever sit in a chair I've ever sat in. Yeah. I was like, that's not happening because you are gross, little girl. Ugh.
You watch me wash my hands. I watched you get them wet.
Iris says, Lord help me, I'm laughing so loud.
Yeah, I watched you get your hands wet. Where was the soap, ma'am? Where was the soap? I didn't hear any. All I heard was water, and then you did this, and you were done. The pee is still there. It's just underneath the water. Like, you have done nothing to clean these. And then you want to go touch things like the door handle that I got to touch after you. You want to go touch a fork. What if that fork doesn't get washed very well? Nope. Can't do it. It's so bad. Catitude, hovercraft. You know what I'm saying. Especially when you've been holding it for way too long and you have to play hovercraft and then your thighs start to burn like you're doing a wall plank or something, or a wall sit, because you're peeing forever and ever and ever, and your thighs are like, I can't do this anymore. And then you're like, but I can't sit down. I didn't clean off the top of the toilet. I don't know what's there. And especially if you don't have that stream that flows straight down, your own stuff is on the seat and you're like, it's mine, but I still don't want to sit in it. That's that. He acts like he doesn't know, but boys pee on the toilet all the time. So there's that. Crazy D said, so I was cooking at Island Wings when I went to, Island Wing Co? Island Wing Co? Don't let me read this because we like Island Wing Co, so don't let me read this if it's going to make me never go there again. You know Jeremy? So I was cooking at Island Wings when went to the bathroom, washed my hands as I noticed a guy who was sitting at the bar. He drops a full number 2, then ate his wings without washing his hands.
Did he eat his wings with a fork?
Oh, man. Elsa, gravity is a thing. Gravity might be a thing, but it's like, remember when you were little and you had the water hose and you could put the water hose like this and the water would just fall out. But if you put your thumb in it, it would spray everywhere. Well, ladies, if you don't have anything growing there to filter it down, that's going to spray everywhere. You are now a garden hose and you need to clean that shit up when you're done. That's all I'm saying. I have such an issue with women.
You got to clarify. You're a garden hose with a little finger in it.
Look, don't put your finger in it. Stop talking. So here's the thing. I am such a Karen in certain instances. If you come out of a bathroom stall, I'll go ahead, just in case we ever meet each other in like real life, and it's because you're coming out of a bathroom stall and I'm going in after you. If you come out of a bathroom stall and I'm walking in and I see little pee droplets all over that seat, I'm the first one that will loudly go, that is disgusting.
What if it's not theirs?
Wipe up your own
What if it's not
shit.
theirs?
That's even grosser, that they just left it there and did their business above it. Like,
that's why you hovered.
I don't change diapers anymore. At no point in time should I have to touch anybody else's pee. At no point in time should I have to clean up after another human being. I am not a grandma
Pay it forward.
Yet. No, I pay it forward by walking out the stall and going, you're disgusting. Who are you here with? Let me go tell your entire party that you played hovercraft and let it sprinkle all over the place, and then you walked away like you didn't do it, man.
What if it's a crowd of other seat peers and they they side with her and they converge on you?
What?
What if our whole party is a party full of seat peers?
I will fight you like a spider monkey. Like, I will start windmilling. I'm going to hit somebody. I'm going to make contact somewhere.
But they're all going to swing and hit you with pee hands.
Ew.
So lose.
Ew. That's how you get pink eye. Just so you know.
Don't share mascara.
Don't share mascara either. My kid, because I never told her this, because it's like his phrase, don't eat the daisies. You have to tell people everything. She's telling us this story about how she's in the bathroom and she gets done using the mascara and gives it back to her friend. And I said, what? She goes, yeah, I borrowed her mascara. I was like, what? I'm like, that's the equivalent of saying, hey, when you're done with your toilet paper after you've wiped, let me use it so I can wipe. No, there are certain things you do not share, men, mascara, obviously toilet paper, and tampons. There are certain things you do not share. Mascara is one of them. I'm like, when your eye gets infected and you go blind, I'm going to be like, I told you so. It's because you use her mascara. You don't know where her eyeball has been. That's it. Pink eye is very contagious. Do not use somebody else's mascara. Michael Aurelius, Kevin, better pee hands over butt fingers. LOL. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, wipe the seedy. Exactly. And that's from a man. A man is saying it. And yet women, every single day will go into a public restroom and pee all over the seat like they haven't been doing this their entire lives, and will walk away and not clean it up. Yet they want to yell at men who leave a toilet seat up. Ma'am, you can't say a single word. If you are playing hovercraft and pissing everywhere, you can't say a single word about a man who forgets to put down a toilet seat. You have lost your ability to talk, just so you know.
I'm really curious what kind of ads you're going to get on this one.
And it's probably not going to be the best. They're going to be like, yellow ad suitability. She's talking about things that shouldn't be talked about. But hey, it's 2.0. We do what we do.
They're going to be like, Discount on adult diapers. Go to REI, get you a Go funnel.
Do you know the level of anxiety that occurs when you walk into a stall and somebody's just peed all over and you then have to take a glob of toilet paper to clean it off before you will even attempt to play hovercraft of your own? Because heaven forbid your thigh muscles get too tired and you start to drop a little by accident and your thigh touches a wet droplet on the right hand of the seat and you lose your shit in the middle of a bathroom.
Sounds like a good short we should make a video
I'm just saying.
We should make a video of how this plays out.
Ugh. I could literally go into any restroom right now and out of 4 stalls, 2 of them will have pee droplets all over it. But I will eye contact you the whole way out. I will stare you down.
There's nobody here. Go in the bathroom here, see what happens. There's nobody here. You
I do have
no
to
one,
pee, actually.
Just
So.
the eyeball stare.
Stephanie says, I used to help a friend clean business buildings and I thought a man's bathroom was bad. Walking to a woman's bathroom and clean it is disgusting. Women's restrooms are disgusting. It makes no sense. But then I also think about his sink versus my sink. My sink is disgusting because I put my makeup on over the sink. I brush my teeth and I don't rinse out the toothpaste sometimes, a lot of times. All kinds of stuff. So you get powder, you get a foundation, you get toothpaste, you get whatever else. Whereas he might leave some beard trimmings in there and toothpaste, but there's no like powder stuff. So his sink is always cleaner than mine. But also, he doesn't pee on our toilet. You can literally do anything you want to in life as long as I don't have to clean your pee up before I sit down to pee. That's all that matters to me. I mean, you could go on vacation without me. You could buy your own plane ticket and leave and be like, sucks for you. And I'd be like, did you pee on the seat? And you'd be like, no. I'd be like, hey, enjoy your vacation.
And for that, we thank you.
I'm just saying. Women are nasty. Marvin says, I worked as a cashier in a convenience store once, night shift. I cleaned the bathroom 3 times a night and no one even came in. So you're like me. Annette says, my oldest worked in a bank, had a staff meeting because maintenance refused to clean. See, there you go. I don't know. It's just some people are gross, but then the things that I do that I don't think are gross, I'm sure other people think are gross. Like I clear my throat a lot after I eat. It's not on purpose. It's annoying. It annoys the crap out of me. I already know it, and I know it annoys him. He doesn't say it very often, but it's an annoying thing. And it's not, like I said, it's not on purpose, but it happens. I have to pick up some. Oh, hold on. Athena, I'm trying to understand your comment. Hold on. Would need to have daughter install. I'm like, no, even regarding the walls. Oh, yes. As a parent, when my kid was little and we had to go into a stall together because somebody would take the big stall, the family stall, because they just wanted more space so they could do cartwheels, I guess, even though they didn't need that stall. So then the mom with the 2 kids and the stroller has to take the little one. I have an issue with that, just so in case you can't really tell from my tone. We would go in there and she would want to, because all kids do it, get on the ground and look underneath. And I'm like, get off the floor. The floor is disgusting. Yes, women pee over the toilet, but the ones who play hovercraft, sometimes they miss. The floor is disgusting. Do not touch the floor. Don't touch the walls. You don't know whose butt touched a wall. You don't know who did what on a wall. Touch nothing. Stand there like a baby statue, which is almost impossible for a 2 or 3-year-old. I remember one time being in the bathroom.
Do they put these in the books? What it's like, what to expect when you're expecting? Do they put this in the book?
No, I need to write that book. What to expect when you're expecting, the truth. Your kid's going to be a little shithole or shithead, and they're going to do really dumb stuff. And as a parent, you have to smile and pretend like it's cute and not lose your ever-loving mind in front of strangers. You can't yell at them because strangers will be like, oh my God, bad parenting. Although that same stranger has at one point in time yelled at their kid for the exact same thing. It's called the Karening, just so we're all fully aware. But I remember being in the bathroom stall one time, using the bathroom. So I'm playing on my phone because this is going to be a few minutes. And I'm playing on my phone. And I look over and here comes this little boy's head underneath the stall.
You playing Battleshits?
Mahjong. But Battleshits is way funnier. But no, it was Mahjong. Here comes this little kid's head underneath the stall door, the side, the divider, because he's in the stall with his mom.
He's like, hey,
and
lady.
He's like, he leaks under. He's like, hey. And I'm like, hi. And the mom is going, get back here. But she can't reach him because they're in the big stall and he's out of arm's reach, and she's trying to yell at him to come back, and I'm like, ma'am, it's not a big deal. It's fine. Everything you could possibly see is covered. It's hanging over the toilet, so we're good. He can't see anything. We're just going to wave at each other until he gets tired. He'll come back over there in a second. The little kids, they're very curious, and they like to do that. So, Hemi Twist said, Kevin is calming. Nobody will ever say that about me.
Now you just said I have this face. So this lady at breakfast, she always smiles. I'm like, do I frown or do I just like not? Is that calming because I'm not smiling all the time like a psycho?
I don't know. I told you before when I'm in your videos and I happen to watch them back and I'm sitting there listening to you, I realize I have massive RBF, resting bitch face. It is very, very bad. Very, very. So when we're out and about, I'm constantly, hi, how are you? Hi, hope you're having a good day. Hi, love your shoes, love your hair. You're great, love it. I constantly smile because I know that without it, I look like this. And I don't want to look like that to people. You, on the other hand, don't want to look like this to people.
But
you'd rather look like...
Those are the good old days of masks. Because I could just be normal. You just get eyes.
Yeah, that was the best. Because underneath the mask, I could be being like... You have no idea what my eyes are like. Hi, how you doing? You just never know what's happening underneath the mask. Those are great. Sarah says you should do a community post on some options people would also love to talk about and do the most popular. Sarah, that is an amazing idea.
Sarah, fire off 3 right now. Go.
But you also know, Sarah, that I have no idea how to stay on topic or on task. It is a squirrel.
Sarah, go.
For
right now. 3 topics right now. Go.
You're taking too long, Sarah. You're done. Athena said balance. I don't know if you're talking about balance between us or not, but we are. Coco Cabana, how do we get to bathroom combo? I have no idea.
This is how real life conversations work.
I have no idea how we get from point A to point Q. I don't know.
We have to play back the video and try to
B, C, D,
create...
E, F, G, H was probably in there, but maybe D got skipped and so did H, and then we went straight to Q, but maybe Y is next, and then we're back to B. I have no idea how this works.
Of how this...
Sarah said Starbucks, Publix, and Walmart. I got it. You ready? Starbucks, Thursdays for the rest of September. You can do buy one, get one free after 12 o'clock if it's a fall favorite, like a pumpkin spice latte or their new apple crisp, which I want to try. But it's only on Thursdays in September, so I think next Thursday is the last day where they do it. Publix, one of my favorite places to go. They have the best fried chicken in the history of fried chicken. The people are always very friendly. They smile at you. And then Walmart.
I don't know. Buckner's has some good fried chicken.
The hell's Buckner's?
Buckner's.
What? Are you making words up?
Who's been to Buckner's?
What are you saying?
Buckner's.
What the fuck is a Buckner? Don't make me pee. Oh my God, don't make me pee. I can't laugh and hold it at the same time. It's not possible after having a kid. Oh, what is a Buckner?
Buckner's Family Restaurant in Jackson, Georgia.
When the hell have you been to Buckner's Family Restaurant in Jackson, Georgia?
Doesn't matter. They have really good chicken.
How would you know if you've never been?
Some of my white friends took me there.
Oh, stop. Am I allowed to say, oh man, collard greens at so-and-so because some of my black friends took me there?
So Josh, he always, wanted me to get this patty melt.
Oh, that makes sense.
Forever. Which we finally did at Waffle House in Monroe, right?
Yes.
In Monroe.
Monroe, don't say it wrong. You gotta say it with that
they
country,
really wanted me to go to
Monroe.
Buckner's for this fried chicken because it's so good. And
was it
honestly,
watermelon or apple pie?
It was really damn good.
Okay.
But they bring all the food out and they put it on this spinning table. You got a table and you got this thing in the middle, and it's family food. And you just spin it around, get what you want.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
It was good.
Did he take you because you're black, or just because he really liked the chicken? We don't know.
4.7.
We will never know the answer.
4.7 out of 3,900.
It's actually pretty impressive. It's actually pretty impressive. What are the ratio of reviews from them?
Oh.
I was about to say, remember? So we took him to this place in South Carolina one time. Restaurant, went with my Nana and buddy. Are you in a warehouse?
That's just how it works.
Are you in the kitchen?
That's just how it works.
That looks like you're in a kitchen.
They put it on the table, you spin it around, get what you want.
Okay, I was about to make sure that's not like your friend's name's up in the top. I don't know who Courtney is, but we'll allow it. So he went with us to eat at a restaurant one time in South Carolina, and we walked in, and he was the only black person in the entire place. I swear, everything stopped. You did not hear a single fork clatter. Everything stopped, and everybody said, and I was like, and my Nana was like, do you want to go somewhere else? And he was like, no, I don't care. Is the food good? And we were like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's eat. So we went in and ate, and it was perfectly fine. But it was one of those things of like, this feels awkward.
It honestly probably felt more awkward for them than for me.
I agree.
And then at the end, we were drinking beer, singing, playing the piano.
We were not doing any of that. He's an idiot. He's
movies.
making
That's
stuff
not
up.
movies,
I
man.
know. I know. Marvin, how to get throat punched when someone touches my food. Are you Kevin's white friend too, Michelle, or just his white wife? I don't understand the question, Jicky. I was his white friend before I was his white wife. Does that count?
Yeah, but I took you to more black stuff than you took me to white stuff.
Because I don't like white stuff.
Babes.
Oh, God, I love Babes. Babes was the best. Y'all want to hear like a TMI story? I'll tell you. So Babes is a strip club in Atlanta, and he wasn't even able to get in. I guess you had a fake ID or you just greased a palm. I'm not
You
quite
would
sure what
time it.
happened.
You would go if there was a shooting the weekend before. You would go.
You
the
went the
next
one
weekend.
after because they wouldn't shoot 2 weekends in a row. That's true. So we went to Babes. We weren't together. We were friends at the point, but we went to Babes, and it's a black strip club in off Fulton Industrial. It's amateur night. And it was, can I talk about this on here or is this a Patreon thing?
You can.
I can't give all the details.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So we went to Babes and I loved it because the music is banging. Like there's bass, it's whatever. And I'm the only white girl in the entire place and it's amateur night. And so all the girls that work there are like, you're going to go on stage and you'll win. You're the only white girl here. You'll win by default. And I was like, well, that says something.
It wasn't just that. So you go to Magic City and your friend, what was her name?
I don't remember.
She was like, "Hey, girl," and,
hey, girl, hey.
And you immediately go to the back. You make friends with everybody. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's more awkward for everybody else. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not what you think it is.
Babes was so much fun. I don't remember why we started telling the story.
Because I took you to more
black things and I took you to white things. That's true. What are predominantly black versus predominantly white things?
I mean, all black strip club, probably one of them.
Yeah, Magic City, Babes, things like that.
Super country restaurant.
You took me to Oasis, which is so white.
In Greer, South Carolina. Yeah.
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 That'll do it.
Renaissance Festival.
Oh, the Renaissance Festival is so much fun, though.
Renaissance.
It's so much fun.
I promise
Those
you.
turkey legs are the best.
I had never been.
You had been there before. Ron and Ellie had gone.
I can
you
tell
were gone.
you, I have never been.
We will always fight about this one
If I had,
thing.
I would never go again.
Back. I know.
I would never go again.
Oh, J87 Waldo said church. Y'all, if I had gone to black church as a child, I would probably still be in church every single Sunday. But the church I went to, the Baptist church I went to, it was an angry experience. So I grew up thinking church was about being angry and hating people and hating life and being scared of God and whatever else. So I was like, ooh, I don't like that.
Elvis went to a black church.
Elvis did go to a black church, which is why Elvis is amazing. Just gonna put it out there like that. Not everybody will agree, but that, dragon depends on the church. And that's how I feel about it too. I feel about it the same way. My mother-in-law goes to a non-denominational church and she wants me to go with her and I need to go with her someday. We met a gentleman at a jewelry/watch store who has his own church.
He doesn't have
his own church, but he goes to a Methodist church.
On the beach.
They have church on the beach, and it's a Methodist church. I don't know anything about being Methodist. I don't know anything about being Presbyterian. I know a lot about being Catholic because Catholicism has always interested me. I know about being Baptist, and I'm not a fan of that one just because of that's what I grew up in, and it was, like I said, an angry, angry place to be. I wonder what all these other places are like, and I don't know if you're allowed to church hop, if you will, until you find what feels right for your soul, for your spirit.
I mean, if you're going to church hop, you got to start early because there's 2 services. By the time you hit the second church, you halfway through the plate, the tithe, going around offering.
All I remember about my church when I was little was if I asked a question, I was told to shut up. If I questioned anything because I didn't understand it, I was told to not ask questions, just believe exactly what you're told and keep moving. And I was like, ew, that sounds awful. Like, why is that how you want to live your life?
So you went to Kenneth Copeland's church.
I don't know who that is. I went to a Baptist church in Greer, South Carolina, and that's enough to... It was racist and it was angry, and it was not a good way for me to start my life. So that's where we are right now. If like me told same thing, stop asking. Yeah. Marvin, read the entire Bible and then choose a church. Now here's the question, Marvin, and this is where it gets a little difficult too, and I wish my mother-in-law were in here. I wish Janini was in here. Which Bible? Why are there so many Bibles if there's only one God, one Jesus, one everything else? Why are there so many Bibles? Why are there so many different religions? Why are there so many different whatever?
Yeah, but Chris,
and that's not the point of this, but that's where I've always been
Chris
curious about.
He's like, don't read the Bible. He goes, read everybody's story. Because it's essentially that. Don't just read it cover to cover. Read everybody's story and their recollection of what happened.
Well, I got in trouble one time with my dad when I was little for questioning the whole do not build places of worship, do not do this, whatever else. You're supposed to just whatever. And then everything is about going to church and giving them your money. Like, when did it become about giving money and going into this building? I thought, according to the Bible, it wasn't that. So I was always very confused
When it
as a
became
child.
a 501c.
And nobody wanted to answer my questions. Because either they didn't know the answer or they didn't want to have to think about it themselves.
If you can't explain it simply and easily, then you don't understand it.
Maria says, the more I listen to you, the more I think I'm listening to my younger sister. You would love her. Well, tell her to join. Let me talk to her.
Send pictures.
Crazy D, I was too smart asking way too many questions after I earned my Bible. So it's so difficult. My mother-in-law is absolutely amazing though, because she will let me ask questions and she won't look at me like she's disappointed. She won't look at me like how dare you. She won't try to lecture me on stuff. She will hear what I'm saying and she will try to respond in a way that gives the truth that she believes and make it so that I understand the truth that she believes. And then she will tell me all the time, it's not, you don't have to believe it this way. Everything is up to interpretation, but that's the whole point. It's up to interpretation. It's how you interpret it, but it's supposed to be like this ever swirling general kind of thing that means something different to everybody depending on how they look at it, how they see it. And that part makes sense to me. But this is what it says, this is what it is, this is what you should think, and how dare you think anything else, that's a hard one to be a part of. So Michael, I can't let your comment through. I see it, but I can't let that one through just because it's too. It's. I don't want to put that through because there are going to be that denomination in this conversation, and I don't want there to be any kind of crapping on any specific. Even though I technically kind of sort of crapped on Baptist, which I didn't mean to. My experience with Baptist, how about that? We'll go that route. Yeah, it's such a weird conversation. It's a hard one to have because there's some people who can't have the conversation without getting mad, and there's some who can have the conversation with openness and whatever else. So we've told you about Causeway Coffee, the coffee place where the owner, Chris, he is a very spiritual person. I don't want to call him religious based off what you've said.
He is.
He's religious?
Oh, yeah.
What's the difference between religious and spiritual?
Yes.
See?
I'm just saying he is.
Jicky said, poor Buckners. Non-denominational churches, I think, make the most sense for me in the long run because I feel like you're going to get a better understanding of what could encompass everything versus this straight, narrow, this way only kind of thinking. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. People say all the time, like I'll get comments that go, well, I know you're not religious and you don't believe in God, so blah, 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 blah. No, you're guessing. I wouldn't call myself religious. I would call myself somebody who believes that there is more, but I'm not sure where and what, and so I'm still learning. We'll go with that. We're still learning. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people want to hear that you are a devout whatever, that you believe 100% holy in this, and you are 100% this. And that's not always the case. And I don't think it's ever too late to become something else. And it's never too late to question things. And you're never too old to learn. Old dogs can learn new tricks, just so you know. So that's that. Again, nothing to do with anything, just where we ended up with the conversation. I love your mother-in-law. She is so sweet. I saw her a lot when you guys were doing videos from the cruise, and she is such a sweet lady. She really is. Like, the things that my mother-in-law have been through, you'd think she'd be a harder individual, but she is absolutely amazing. Let's see. When Keith mentioned long ago in Convo. I don't know what you're talking about there, Athena. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to get all the... Irish, you're absolutely correct, Michelle. Synagogues do not have collection plates. Synagogues are Catholic or Jewish? That's the other thing. It's always been weird to me. There's so many different
I think they're Hindu
little things if it's all based on one thing. It's always been weird to me how there can be so many different little things if it's supposed to be based on one.
Episcopal.
I
don't know.
No, I don't know. There's so many different things. Spiritual religion, aka just summing up a believer. I'm a believer in certain aspects. But how do you phrase this? I don't know. I believe in science too, though. So that's where the issues come in for me. Because if you have physical proof of certain things, but you're supposed to believe something else, how do you conjoin the two? That's where I get lost. So I know it's a lot. It's a lot, people, especially for a Friday morning at, it's noon.
That's what makes it so interesting.
But what's great for me,
it's like the ending of Inception. You don't know what really happened.
You don't. You have to make your own thoughts.
It's like what's in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. You don't know.
You don't know. It's left up to your interpretation. And so to me, I feel like that's what the Bible is supposed to be, left up to your interpretation. Whatever little thing fits whatever you're going through, you can read it how you need to in order to get through something. So when you have certain sects or whatever, SECTS, not SEX, sects out there that say it is this only, that's where it throws it off for me. I don't know. Like I said, it's a difficult conversation for a lot of people to have. And a lot of people don't want to have the conversation. And that's the other issue. There's too many people who don't want to look at it from different points of view to try to help people understand.
It's a very opinionated world, especially if their opinions are based on their own personal benefit. And then when it doesn't benefit them, then they change their opinions.
Yeah, so, there's that.
Yeah, about that.
My world as it occurs to me, I suggest taking a theology course to answer your questions. It helped me immensely. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's see. Fun fact, it's done the way it's supposed to be. Christianity is not a religion. It is a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. So that was the other thing. From what I remember from the Bible when I was younger is no houses of worship. It's supposed to be you and you. It's not supposed to be this thing. But over time, it's like people have turned religion into some weird cult. And that's the problem, is that it's become this, either you are or you aren't. And if you aren't, then you're going to hell and you're not worth anything and you suck and, whatever else. And it's become this divide, this massive divide, and that makes it hard for people on this side to want to join this side if this side isn't opening to this side and they're more condemning to this side. Y'all know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. And y'all know I never try to come from any place of maliciousness, I guess is the right word, or anger or whatever else. It's just me. I'm just a very curious little squirrel, and I'm constantly thinking about things and wondering about things and trying to figure out the best way to phrase things so that nobody gets hurt or whatever else, but so that people understand that I'm just trying to learn things. So Marvin, I'm an old biker and Christianity did not benefit my lifestyle. I willfully changed my lifestyle. And so that's where I'm at. I want to understand more, but I don't want to automatically jump on the train and believe because I'm told to. I would like it to be because I see the light, if you will, or I see something that makes me go, okay. Now, I will say it's been harder for me to believe in it all after my grandmother passed away. We've talked about this, and I'm not going to get into it because then I'll become a blubbering mess at a picnic table. It was harder for me to believe after she passed away, when up until that point, I did everything you were supposed to do, and it did nothing. And so it was harder for me after that. So now it's one of those, okay, well, you got to start fresh and look at it from different eyes. Look at it from non-hurt eyes. Look at it from you didn't answer my whatever eyes. You know what I mean? And so that's where it becomes difficult.
Yeah, but if you include the science, it's like, well, can anybody live to be 1,000 years old? Well, scientifically, probably not.
Well, my other issue is if you believe in the Bible, if you believe in all of that, and you believe that Adam and Eve were the first ones, then we are all related. So how can you be racist? I have never understood that. You cannot call yourself a Christian and at the same time be racist, because if you are Christian, then love thy neighbor, and you know that we all came from the first two that then populated everything. So you can't be mad that he's brown, and you can't be mad that I'm white. You can't be mad that they're, whatever they are. Yet racism is a huge thing, and the most racist people that I've met in my life are also the most religious people I've met in my life, which makes it very hard for people to want to join into a religion when that is the view that you get from it. I know, again, not the happy-go-lucky here, just that's where my mind went, and that's where we are. Let's see, anything? Wait, Kevin is brown? Yeah, he is. He's the best kind of chocolate there is, I'm just saying. Catitude agrees, so that's the problem. That's where the issues has come in for me, is because of that. I will tell you that my main issue with all of it stems to racism. You cannot call yourself Christian and be racist at the same time. And I've seen way too many of this one being that one, for me to then willingly go, you know what, I'd love to join your church, because then it says to me that it's not what it's supposed to be. It's something different, and it throws me off immensely. Marvin, you will always be a sinner, but repentance means you know that the sin is wrong and you try to change your lifestyle. Take it from me, life gets better. Marvin, you're one of my absolute favorite people. I've never met you in my life, and you're still one of my absolute favorite people. Stephanie, James 1:27 says, true religion to God is helping widows and orphans and keeping yourself from being polluted by the world. That's the hard one. Keeping yourself from being polluted by the world when it seems like the world is, all it's trying to do is pollute people. Hemi, I don't know if you're being sarcastic with this one. Bible was designed for control. Trust in your government. I'd probably rather trust in that cockroach that's running across the floor than my government, but that's just me. No, but if there was, I'd trust in it a little bit more than the government, personally. Adam and Eve were not the first people on earth. The Bible tells a story because they are bloodline to Jesus. Their son went to the next town and got a wife. See, Sparky? These are things I don't know. These are things I need to learn. I remember when I was little, I read the Precious Moments Bible, but it kind of dumbed everything down, if you will. So even then, it wasn't really real. So many questions.
Hey, Crab Island is popping?
Crab Island has a ton of people. Oh, yeah, they do. Y'all want to see a bunch of boats again? We've been sitting here talking about stuff that I'm sorry that I didn't mean to go in this direction, but here we are. Do y'all want to see... Also, I don't eat apples, just so we're all fully aware. No, I do eat apples.
I'm about to say.
I do eat apples all the time. But it's just funny. Because it's one of those things of a super religious person saw me eating apple one time and they were like, And I was like, what? And I was like, what? I'm not a heathen. I'm just eating an apple. Like, I don't understand. Would you like a rib? Like, I don't know what you want. Like, it was very confusing. Anyway. Carly, my 5-year-old just called me a wimp. Carly, are they right, though? That's the question. Why was wimpage thrown into a conversation with you and your 5-year-old? Child of God, church and religion is man-made. Being a true Christian is having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's where I get lost. I would much rather be mentally spiritual and have my own little thing than be coerced into going into a house of worship and giving you 10% of my income. Especially when 10% of my income then buys you a Jaguar, then buys you a mansion, then buys you a Rolex, then buys you a this, but it doesn't help the people in your congregation. I have issues with that. So there's that. That is all. I sound preachy now, but that's one of my issues. I'm just saying. Going apple picking tomorrow, Lorianne said. Catitude loves apples too. Sound the new. I believe in kindness. That's what it is. Be kind to everybody, and then you don't have to worry about anything. Don't be an a-hole. That's what you should live your life by. Don't be an a-hole. Unless it's warranted, then be a little bit of an a-hole. How do you feel about that?
Some people earn you being an a-hole.
I've only had a handful of people in this realm of 2.0 earn me being an a-hole. And they really earned it. Because generally speaking, I will let a lot of stuff go.
Oh,
what got you? Red ant?
There's flies.
Oh, those flies are awful. They're like little biting things. They hurt. Carly said, using my back massager and it hurt. He said he said he could feel. I said, yeah. He said, don't be hurt, so I'm a wimp. Hey, listen to your 5-year-old. You'll be fine.
Conceal, don't feel.
Love all people as you want to be loved, according to Dragon. Basically, and that's what I try to do. Marvin says, Mary says, you don't have to give it to church, give it to someone who needs it. And that's the thing, too. I would rather give it to somebody who needs it.
Who do you know who really needs it? How do you know they really need it?
Right now, I don't. And that's the thing, too. Marvin, practice patience. If you don't practice, you will lose it. I practice patience every day with a 14-year-old daughter, Marvin. Trust me. And with a husband. I practice patience daily. I'm so good at patience, it's ridiculous. I'm like the queen of patience. Jicky, you gotta be careful how you phrase that. She said, I try not to be an a-hole, but there are some that insist on seeing my inner a-hole. You gotta be real careful with that conversation, because the way I read it is, bow chicka wow wow.
It's called an anal canal.
Stop. Stephanie, you try your best to keep calm until someone pushes that button. Also true. Yeah. You pick us, canceled here, too much late frost. Wait, Annette, what? I missed that. I don't know what's happening there. And so Soul Server says in Massachusetts we call every driver a masshole. That's funny though. Jicky says, oh, I got it after typing it. Yeah, you get the a-hole thing. Discernment will let you know who needs things. That's some. Ow! The fly got me. Son of a. Whatever. All right, they don't want to sit in here anymore. I guess we're moving. Y'all, I'm gonna show you a little bit more water and then I'm gonna let you go because we've been talking your ear off for an hour and a half,
I don't know about
guess.
we.
Me. Yeah, you didn't do much talking this time. You just gotta jump in, bro, or else it's never gonna happen. I'll let you have the iPad. I'm taking the mimosa.
It's like double Dutch.
Oh, double Dutch was so much fun until I stopped double Dutching that one time where I went to jump in and I swear they lifted that rope and I tripped and busted my face and I was like, well,
Like double Dutch on an orgy. You just gotta jump in.
You're an idiot. I love you so much though. Look, y'all, they are so old and I mean that nicely. It's so freaking cute. They're probably like 90 something, but they are absolutely adorable. That's gonna be you and me. Maybe I'll help you down the stairs when you're 90, but that's gonna be you and me. We're gonna be 90 something years old, walking down to the water, hanging out at the beach. I'm gonna show you the stuff. Hold on. This might be I'm trying to push the button. Wait, it won't let me push.
You gotta do it twice.
Push.
You gotta double click.
Your mom got a double click. It's not doing.
You did it too many times. Stop. One more time.
You do it, because it's not working.
Just.
Oh, there we go. The little ants still, or flies. So you got a little bit of rocks and water over here. You got the docks over here. You got a whole family of people over there, which is lovely. And then the boats. I want to get in this water so bad, it is ridiculous. Can y'all see if these flies don't get off me, there's a parasailer all the way out there. Babe, get the flies off me. It hurts.
Okay.
All right, we're moving. I love y'all, but we're moving because these flies are painful flies. I don't know. I did not know that flies could bite like that. But these little things are aggressive little a-holes and you feel them land on you and then they bite you. And it's a fly. Since when do flies do that? Ow.
They rep Team Satan.
It's awful. They are so awful. Doesn't make any sense. But the boats out there are absolutely gorgeous. That restaurant over there, you see where all those little...
Did you turn around?
I did. I turned it this way because life is easier to just turn the phone around. Where the
How do you know what they're
umbrellas are, that's Dewey Destin's.
How do you know what they're looking at?
I don't know what they're looking at. I hope you were looking at Dewey Destin's. That's one of our places we used to come eat when we would visit here. Before we moved here, we would go there all the time because you get to sit there and you can eat your popcorn shrimp and your french fries and watch everybody at Crab Island hang out and have fun. And there's a little bit of jet skis. I've never seen anybody water ski over here. Have you? But now you have a whole bunch of people just chilling out in the water over there. It's really lovely. And the weather still feels pretty good. And we'd stay a lot longer if these little bitey flies would leave me alone.
It's a good place for a picnic.
Tasty over here.
Yeah, shade.
Oh yeah, they're having a little picnic. A little shaded picnic. I'm actually gonna use the potty before we head out of here because mimosas, people, they do it to you. If these little flies, I'm sorry, this little fly just lands on me while I'm walking. I figured walking would make them stop, but it did not. They're everywhere. And it makes absolutely no friggin' sense. So, I want to say I love you. Ow, I got to scratch my legs now where all these flies landed. I want to say I love you to all of you. Thank you for hanging out with us, especially for this amount of time. I appreciate you immensely. Thanks for letting us talk about whatever popped into our little minds to talk, not little minds, but our heads to talk about. You guys are the best. I love you guys a lot. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Friday. And I'm sure we'll see you again sometime very, very soon. Very, very soon. Okay? Love you all. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Y'all have a good rest of your Friday. Bye, guys. Ow.